students, Rajendra here with the new topic that is belong to the research subject, and these lectures exclusively for the students belongs to my previous college. And today the topic of the lecture is problem solving. What is exactly the problem solving? As we know, we are human and day-to-day life tackle with the different kind of problem and try to solve the problems with the different solutions, okay, according to our knowledge, according to our level, and according to the level of the problem. Okay, here problem solving related to research, and we are belong to nursing profession. That's why we are going to discuss the problem we face day-to-day life in the field of education related to nursing, administration, and clinical area. As you know, every day nurses tackle with different kind of problem and try to sort out them. Okay, in problem solving, nurses try to understand a problem and search for possible solution according to the level of the problem. Problem solving for one situation contributes to the nurse's knowledge for problem solving in other similar situations. Okay, when nurses solve one problem with one method, and if that method is effective one, because of that problem, after the solution of the particular problem, nurses gain the confidence and they try to the similar solution on the situation which are look like same with the previous one. Okay, then the next is problem solving process. Problem solving having a process consists of total 7 steps. The problem solving process consists of series of steps, at least 7. Some people said that 5 steps, 6 steps. We are going to discuss with 7 steps, which are given by Dr. Suresh in his book of research. Okay, depending on the type of problem to be solved. Then the next is, here is the 7 steps, that is problem definition, problem analysis, generating possible solutions, analyzing the solutions, selecting the best solution or solutions, implementing the solution or solutions, evaluating, and revision. Next we are going to discuss one by one. Problem definition. Defining problem definition means which problem we face. First of all, we have to define that problem. What is that? Defining the problem that is to be solved and write down it. The problem which we are faced, write down the problem. What is exactly the problem? Which help to identify the real problem under study and needs an immediate solution. When we write the problem, it is very helpful for us to sort out this. This step considered as most essential one, because without this we cannot move the next step. That's why this is the initial steps in the problem solving method. Then next is problem analysis. Which problem we feel and write the problem. Here we can analyze this, what exactly the problem is. The analysis helps to understanding the source of the problem, from where it arises and how it affects the current developments and the researcher's environment. It is good to reconfirm the initial problem definition is still valid. When we understand the source of the problem and how it affects, after that we have to reconfirm the problem which we write earlier in the first step. Then the third one is generating possible solutions. Focus must be on identifying and generating all possible solutions for a problem, because might be one solution not sufficient to solve that problem. That's why we have to collect 2-3 ideas to solve the problem, and each potential idea for solution of a problem must be considered without discarding it through value judgment. We have to apply that particular idea Not only think about this solution is good for this that problem or not. You have to apply. After that, make the judgment. Okay. Each idea considered as a new idea. Then the next one is analyzing the solution. Here we generating the possible solutions. Then which solution we finalize, that solution we have to analyze. Various factors about each of the potential solutions are investigated, and all the positive and negative aspects of each solution are analyzed, and which solution according to our knowledge best one that we are going to apply on our problem which are going to be solved. Then selecting the best solution, compare the available solutions. If we have three ideas, then we have to compare the best one we choose for to apply on the problem. Then best solution is selected based on the careful judgment which help to solve the problem swiftly. Swiftly means fastly. Then implementing the solution, practically solve the problem by implementing the selected solution. Which solution we have to analyze? Here we implement on the problem practically in real situation. Then the last one is evaluation and revision. Here when we implement the solution, implement the solution, it might be positive, it might be negative. Here we evaluate. If it is positive, then it is good for us and we have to implement on the next problem which are similar with the present one. And if it is negative, not sort out the problem, then we have to revise our cycle again. Okay. Evaluation and revision. After implementation of the most potential solution, an evaluation is made to judge the effectiveness of the solution in resolving the problem. This stage also helps to redefine the problem and revise the problem solving process in case the initial solution fails to manage the problem effectively. I hope you understand. If you feel any kind of problem, kindly convey me. I feel very happy to help you. Then the next one is comparison between research and problem solving process. Here I would like to advise you, in the previous exams these kind of comparison are there in your final exam. Okay, if you face this question in the final exam, then you have to write these kind of things, not only the heading. You have to explain these headings with 2 or 3 lines according to the score, right? Comparison between research and problem solving process. What is problem solving process? We have learned about it. First one is problem definition, problem analysis, generating possible solutions, analyzing the solutions, selecting the best solutions, implementing the solutions, and evaluation and revision. And what is the research process? It is the problem solving process. Problem solving might be that problem we tackle in our daily life, might be that problem we face in our education sector, might be this problem belongs to our administration side, and might be this problem related to our clinical side. But a research process is totally different from the problem solving process. Okay, what happened here? This is the research process, and first of all you have to know about the stated research question. It is belongs to your thesis work or your project. These all steps you have to covered in your thesis work or your research project. First of all, you have one question in the form of problem statement, and you are trying to sort out that problem statement. Okay, stated research question. What you are going to discover, what you are going to find out. First of all, if you have any question, then you try to sort out that. Okay, Then define the purpose of the study, why you are going to sort out this research question. Because we are belongs to nursing profession, our nursing is a profession, and profession always exists with the presence of or existence of the research. That's why we want to improve our nursing profession or grow our nursing profession step by step. That's why we are contribute in the nursing, we are contributing our profession. That's why we are going to sort out this research question. And the question you are going to choose, it will be the present problem related to our profession or need of the society also. For example, these days if you take the research problem related to smallpox, and you have to cover all these steps, at the end your hard work is zero, because no one take the benefit from that. And if you take the problem statement or the research question related to coronavirus and go through these all kind of steps, it will be beneficial for the society, it will be beneficial for the nursing profession. That's why your question related to the latest issues present in the society, but it will be related to our profession. Okay, then review related literature. What is that? The problem you are selected, and similar problem various kind of people already done. You have to learn from them which kind of method they apply, how many sample they collected, and which kind of test they used on an analysis purpose. These all kinds of things you have to learn from the review related literature. Then formulate hypotheses and define variables. If we talk about the variables, your variables present in the research statement, when we restart the chapter research statement, that time you have to know about it, but I try to explain something about it. Variables is always present in a research problem or research question. What is that? Variables means something we are going to find. For example, the structure teaching program on low birth weight baby, the knowledge of the nurses or nursing students regarding low birth weight baby. Okay, and for that purpose, first of all we want to know about the knowledge of the nurses or nursing students regarding this particular topic, and how we know they have knowledge regarding this topic or not. Okay, then we have to prepare some questions so that we can judge easily with equal and everyone have to solve same particular questionnaire. Okay, for example, you have prepared 10 questions related to low birth weight, and you give that questionnaire to the nurses. 5 or 10 nurses give their answers, or you know about the answers. You can take it as a pre-test. Then you have to give one lecture related to low birth weight baby. Then again you can take the test with similar questionnaire, and here you know how many answers she tick right in first pre-test or post-test. What is the difference? Why the difference comes from? Because of you have delivered the lecture. she gains knowledge. Okay, then the nurse's knowledge dependent on your lecture which you have delivered on the topic of low birth weight baby. Okay, then the first variable, independent variable, is your lecture, and the dependent variable is the knowledge of the nurses, and various another variables also, which we are going to discuss next when we tackle with this chapter. I hope you understand, you get some idea about the variables. Then formulate hypothesis. What is the hypothesis? Hypothesis is the condition we predict prior without the reality. For example, when you go to start the study regarding low birth weight baby, you decide or you think about nurses must be have knowledge regarding low birth weight baby. Your prior prediction regarding the future, how you know you're right or wrong? When you actually reach in the setting. Okay, then the next is select a method to test hypothesis. Hypothesis always test with the tests from the statistics. Okay, then select a population, sample and setting. What is setting? Setting is that where you are going to collect your data collection, and sample, the people you are selected in your study. Population is the people you are selected in one area, and the people belongs to that particular field or profession in different colleges. For example, you are going to deal with the study related to low birth weight baby, and you are selected as a sample nurses. You are selected nurses as a sample, and you are selected nurses as a sample at civil hospital. Okay, but what is the population? Difference between the population and sample. The population is that you are selected nurses as a sample in civil hospital, might be in child health nursing department, might be you have mentioned some particular age, qualification, the sister must be GNM, BSc or MSc, or you are selected some another criteria. Okay, but you are going to collect your data only in child health nursing department, but the another nurses belongs to the another area, meet the character, all the characters which are present in your sample like age, qualification and another things you are selected. That is the population. Means all the nurses in a particular hospital is the population, but the sample which you are selected in particular area or setting, where you setting, for example, you are collect your data in the pediatric ward, then pediatric ward at the civil hospital is your setting. Next one is conduct a pilot study. What is pilot study? Pilot study is a tryout or trial before the actual study. Okay, here before the actual study or before the true study, you want to know about your questionnaire is okay, all the things you are collected or you are arranged are fine, any problem in my material, in sample, in setting, then it gives you chance to change these kind of things. And here you can take 10% of your, if you are selected, you are going to take the 100 sample in your final study, you have to plan your tackle with 100 sample. But before that, before the final study, you are done your study on the 10% of the actual study. Means if you are selected 100 sample for final study, here you can take 10 sample and you can apply all your material. For example, you can collect the pre-test, deliver the lecture, then post-test, then you have to apply the any method from statistics and check your hypothesis. But there is some restriction from where you collect the pilot study. From the setting of the pilot study will be different from the setting of the actual study, and the sample you have collected in the pilot study, it will be not included in your final study. Okay, if you face any kind of problem related to questionnaire, related to anything, you can change after the pilot study according to the guidance of your teacher. Okay, then collect the data. Pronunciation of might be data or data, both are right. Okay, collect the data. Here you can start to collect your data according to how you can going to collect your data, and analyze the data with the help of the test you already learned in your statistics. Okay, communicate the findings. How to communicate the finding of your research process. You have heard, or might be you have attended conferences or workshops. There some people talk about their research study, that is the orally communicate the findings. Okay, it is also written communicate the findings. In your library, various kind of journal comes every month. There are researchers, that is the written communication of your findings, so that everyone belongs to your profession can know about the things related to your research question. Okay, I think you have clear with this. If you feel any kind of problem, then don't hesitate to tell me. I am here to your help because I am teacher. It's my duty to teach you. Stay at your home, stay safe. Best of luck for your lectures.